Hey y'all, it's Elisha, and welcome back to part 2 of Cynthia's Mermazing mail. Alright, let's see if I can manage to open the last piece without freezing the video. And it's a pocket letter. It would have needed its own video anyway. I realize that now. Oh, and the charm inside, y'all. There's 2 charms on this. There was the one poking out, the bohemian, and this sea glass. Do you see it? Oh, look at this, y'all. Oh, yeah. So we have a vintage aged mermaid floating upward. We have shell dangles. We have mermaid tails. We have dolphins. We have shells. We have keys. We have sea glass beads. Wait, did I miss one? Oh yeah, no, I missed one. There's this really scary skeleton octopus creature and a very sparkly, like, beautiful shell with rhinestones and a tiny little turtle. Whoa. Well, now we know Cynthia can make any kind of charm. A mini chunky charm, shabby style, a bohemian style charm, or a sea glass charm dangle. I'm going to carefully take this off because it's heavy and I'm worried it's going to tear the pocket letter. Plus, I also have this place I put chunky charms like that. Now, I have a thing about double-sided pocket letters, which you all know. And this is a double-sided pocket letter. Which means basically, for those of you new to the channel, that the front is as beautiful as the back, and you should struggle to almost figure out which is which. So I know that this is the back because Cynthia has tucked in all of the amazing things she used to create everything. Everything from the seahorse to the seagrass to the ships to the mermaid, although she also gifted me some sandcastles. And she's even tint-dyed some of the pieces. She gave me some jellyfish, some dolphins, some pieces that weren't used. So that's how I know that that's the back and that this is the front. But I'll tell you, wow, when it's this difficult to tell, that's really a feat. So, well, we're going to do this right because I love pocket letters. I was just thinking the other day, Cynthia, I haven't made one in so long. They take me as long to make as a book because I make them like you do. And where each pocket's like its own story. So they take a really long time. But I love making them. I do. And I haven't made one in over a month, actually. So, okay, so let's show them what you did because it's kind of complicated. So these are on springs. That's why they move. And Cynthia, I'm going to be careful, but I'm going to tell them how you made the springs. I was right. You did them out of paper. So the spring is a coil that Cynthia has cut. And she's made it so that these vibrate and move like the mermaids are swimming. And she's attached them. And Heather, you like a 3D pocket letter? This is a really cool technique. I've seen it done very rarely. This is pretty successful because, like, really, I can flip it and it's staying on, y'all. So, you have patience, Cynthia. We've learned that about you because you can make a chunky charm and you can put together one of these mermaid girls, which they are not easy to put together. Those gorgeous girls look like they're so simple, y'all. They're not. Betty has sent me the pieces to try it. It's not fun. No. Well, maybe some people like it, but I find it very stressful. This is beautifully put together on thick foiled paper. Again, Carmen, you would love this. It's the background pieces that I'm blown away by because what Cynthia's done is really invested in stickling and glittering and shading. And I think if you could really see this, if I bring it up close and risk the video freezing, it's worth it. Do you see that paper behind it, y'all? Okay, so you see the amount of work that went into this, right? Yeah, each piece is like very carefully done. And the back is just as carefully done. I want you to know that each one is, we call the edges deckled. That's what it's called in art, where each of the edges are frayed. and then stained. It's often a term used when we talk about handmade paper. A deckled edge is a rough edge, and a straight edge is a straight cut. So what Cynthia's had to do is deckle all of these because they don't come deckled, right? We have to do that. So I'll show you one so you know what I mean. Okay, so that's a deckled edge. Do you see? Okay, now look at the back. I told you, it's as beautiful as the front. Yeah. This is what's remarkable about this pocket letter. So there's all the glitter work. Do you see the work she had to do? Each pocket is like this. And what's remarkable, and then she's tucked in for me a shaker mermaid tail as a surprise between the two. This is a beautifully designed letter. I have to be careful. Don't worry, I'm picking that up. This is a beautifully designed pocket letter. And I can tell you the amount of work that goes into something where the front and the back are interchangeable like this. It's actually remarkable. So each pocket is deckled on the one side. On the other side, I should take this back out to show you. So one side's deckled and one side's cut. So that, and it's not just glittered paper. She has deliberately gone and stained and glittered up everything. It's the detail. And I always say this to y'all, when I look at something like this, look how much work went into building that one piece, right? And each pocket is like that. Like there isn't one in here that isn't built in this way. That's what's really remarkable. And a mixture of elements, like really fun. Everything from like ceramics. Look at this. And she's tucked surprises on both sides. So both sides could be the front. Except that the water page, oh my gosh. The middle section, instead of doing a shaker, if I put my hand behind it, yes, it's better. Can you see? She built a water scene out of glitter and glue. Like this is something else. I'm going to pull out a couple of pages for you to see in particular. If we did the whole thing, it would be a 35-minute video. Because I don't rush anything. Y'all know that. Okay. So this was one side. That's the deckled side. Look at it. And you know this is kind of like Neptune, right? Cut out in gold. You've got some great sea die cuts and dies. And then there's sprigs and beautiful enamel dots with the little sparkles in them for the water. But you still went ahead and added like nice offset color, like the purple for the fish. Just beautiful. And then on the other side, in front of all the sparkles, she put, and this is like an amazing ceramic mermaid. And over here are the Hobby Lobby mermaids with the tails. But they're a gift. You move that away. So Monty does that too, the polka dot pine cone. She makes the gifts look like part of the decor. Remarkable design, Cynthia. Remarkable design. Like I get excited about things like this, you know that. All right, let me show you another amazing page. I mean, you have to be blown away when someone can do this. You have to be. I mean, how can you not be? This is the kind of crafting that we all sort of swoon over, right? All right, let me show you this one. All right, so you see, look at this one's so intricate. This is a lot of those fine, fussy dies. So you have like, again, 5 pieces of coral, the ship in the background. This time it's a silhouette in black, which was a nice touch actually. Because from far away you could tell it's like a ship floating through the sea. That's like a sea wreck, right? It's really pretty. This time a darker blue, mermaidy, purpley, dark blue, indigo enamel dot, actually 2. And then a seahorse in hot pink, so it stands out. The world's teeniest seashell, like so tiny. If I cut that out, I would have ripped it. But then on the back, it looked like a rock garden. It's because it's the goodie. And this time, what Cynthia's done is she's included those fancy sea glass charms for me to make the bohemian tassel. I do struggle with these, but I'm determined because I love, I'm going to tell you, I mean, I love this kind of charm. I do. In this, I don't know that I have the ability to make or the patience the way that you do. But the other kind that you have on here, I can do. And I'm going to do. So that's where I will use these pieces. Amazing. Oh, y'all, I don't know about you, but I am blown away by this project. Let's look at one more. I can't help it. I know, right? I do everything in detail, but like when someone goes to this much trouble, look at this. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's an ollie. Oops, and I dropped because you had two goodies tucked in. Hold on. That was sneaky. All right, so this time we have an ollie, lots of coral. We have like, it's like a sandcastle in the background and all the different sprigs, this time 4 enamel dots. And then again, these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pages of this pocket letter. Oh, so well done. Just so well done, seriously. And then we have, where did I put the mermaids? The mermaid piece, there we go. And there we have different mermaids. This is unbelievably designed and a beautiful, beautiful pocket letter. One of my other favorites, I'm just going to show you quickly, was the seashell page, which had this beautiful composition on it. I love that little sea creature. I think it's really adorable. Folks, this takes an enormous amount of work to do because, again, not only are the pages deckled, they're stained. Like if you take a look at this seashell, it was cut out in like a white and then stained. The work that went into this is mind-blowing and very inspiring. And thus begins our summer mermaid crafting. Isn't that exciting? What a way to start it. Oh, folks, what a way to start it. Yeah. Cynthia, thank you so much. This was really inspiring meal and so joyful to have from you. I've put aside your ATC. I am feeling haggard and looking a little haggard, but my hope is to come on one more time today and do the next round of ATCs. If I find myself too haggard after supper, then I will do them tomorrow. I just hit like a bit of an exhaustion wall and you can see it. And that happens sometimes with autoimmune. It may just mean that I'm burnt out from the week. If that's the case, I'll see you all tomorrow. If not, you'll see me later tonight. A special thank you to Cynthia. This was wowzer mail, and I loved every piece. Thank you. All right, y'all. Happy hump day. I'm wishing for you a happy, healthy, and crafty evening. Bye for now.